Hey, what's going on, you guys? SWM Wrestling back. I know it's been 2 weeks since I've uploaded a video, and I know I haven't been putting very much effort into this new channel. I was working on a very important project for you guys. It was the Bray Wyatt history video. When I was editing the footage, a lot of the footage got corrupted, and wasn't able to get it back. I do still want to get that video out for you guys because I think it would have been a fun video. It was really well edited too. I think you guys would have really liked it. I will be trying to go live this Sunday for the Royal Rumble, and also hope you guys did enjoy Raw's 30 last night. It was so much fun. One of the segments was LA Knight coming out to the ring, talking all this trash about Bray Wyatt and how he's gonna beat him at the Pitch Black match this Sunday or Saturday, and then all of a sudden the lights go out and Undertaker's music comes out, Undertaker's music comes on. Jesus, I can't even talk today. Comes on and then gets a while, and then all of a sudden Undertaker comes out in his American Badass outfit when he comes out with his bike, goes to the ring and chokes, or Undertaker goes to the ring, and then LA Knight walks out because he doesn't want to have anything to do with the Undertaker. And then all of a sudden the lights go out again, and then you hear Bray Wyatt's music turning on. And all of a sudden behind LA Knight is Bray Wyatt, and then LA Knight gets back into the ring, and he gets choked by Undertaker, and then Undertaker throws him to Bray Wyatt, and Bray Wyatt hits his sister Abigail. So in my opinion, I think that's where we're going to be seeing that. That's where we saw the torch being passed from Undertaker to Bray Wyatt for the Face of Fear, which it was just incredible. And then the beginning of the show was the tribal court. Originally, it was supposed to be the tribal chief ceremony. There were Rikishi and some other Samoan. The family couldn't get there because they got ill, so they had to schedule everything last minute. But the tribal court was so freaking insane. It was so good because they were questioning Sami Zayn's loyalty to the bloodline after last Friday on SmackDown when Roman got put through a table by Kevin Owens and Sami wasn't there to help him out. So during the court, Paul Heyman showed some videos of Sami Zayn apparently being unloyal to the bloodline. They showed like 3 different video evidences, and then after all that happened, Roman Reigns got extremely pissed off and yelled at Solo Sikoa to go after Sami. And then Solo was about to hit the Samoan spike, and then all of a sudden Jey Uso comes in and helps Sami. And then he shows the Tribal Chief and Paul Heyman 4 or 5 different video evidences of Sami actually helping out the bloodline and being a loyal member to the family. And then one of those, and part of that, the whole crowd was chanting ECW the whole time, and Paul Heyman's like, well, just like ECW is dead, I want Sami Zayn dead too. And so after that happened, it was a tag team match between the Usos and the Judgment Day for the Raw tag titles. Jimmy Uso jumped out of the ring and tweaked his knee, and the referee put up the X signal to know that he was hurt. But this was all storyline because after that happened, they were about to forfeit the Raw tag titles, but then Sami Zayn stepped up and wanted to team with Jay to go face the Judgment Day. They ended up winning and retaining the Raw titles, it was a great match. And then we get cut to a promo with Baron Corbin and JBL going into the back of the room, going to go play poker, and standing in the way is the Godfather, telling Baron that he's not, who is he, and he's not on the list, and JBL is trying to convince the Godfather to let Baron Corbin into the poker room, but his name was on the list. And then so JBL asked if he can get somebody to come help him get them into the poker room, and then Ron Simmons from the APA walked out, and he told JBL he couldn't get in and everything, and then all of a sudden Baron Corbin pulls out a fat load of cash and gives one to each of Godfather and Ron Simmons, and Ron Simmons is like, alright, I'm sure we can get you in here, and we'll see what we do for you. So they bought their way into the game, and so they got in. And then after that, it was getting ready for the Raw, or the Becky Lynch versus Bailey inside a steel cage. They both make their entrance inside a steel cage, and then all of a sudden, Io Sky and Dakota Kai go into the ring and Bailey attack Becky Lynch, leaving her hurt, and so they couldn't be able to do the steel cage match like they were advertised. But the reason behind that was because it was cutting into too much TV, or the tribal chief ceremony, or the court was taking up too much time in the show, so they had to cut it. And then after that, DX comes out, and they start cutting a promo, and then Imperium comes out, and then they start facing each other. And I think his name's Ludwig, said that he's like, look at all these old people, and they were just talking so much trash to Triple H and DX. And then all of a sudden, Gunther walks up to Triple H, wanting to go one-on-one with him, but then Triple H, with knowing the goofy self that DX does, they're like, nope, I'm retired. I can't fight you. And then they're like, oh, I'm sure Shawn would. And then Shawn's like, no, thank you. I'm too old. I can't be fighting. And then he started pointing every single member of the DX. And then Triple H said, oh, then the other thing with DX, Kurt Angle came out with him. So that was pretty funny. And so Triple H is like, hey, Kurt will face you. And Kurt was like, no, I won't. I didn't volunteer. And then Triple H is like, all right, we'll have an idea. Let's have an idea here. And then so after that, he's like, there's 3 of you. And then Seth Rollins comes out to his music. And then he's like, oh, wait, there's 3 and there's 1. So then they get the Street Profits out. And then after they all get into the ring, Triple H was like, well, now that everybody's in the ring, I don't know what we're going to do next. Does anybody have any ideas? And then Teddy Long's music kicks on, and then he comes out. He's like, hold on a second, playa. Tonight, we are going to have the team of Seth Rollins and Street Profits taking on the Imperium in a 6-man tag team match. And that was just so great nostalgia from SmackDown in the days. I love Teddy Long. One of my favorite GMs of all time. And then after that, they had their 6-man tag. Of course, it was Seth Rollins and Street Profits win that. And then after that was who was after that? Oh, and Charlotte came out and cut a promo. She talked about how she's the best champion and all that. And then all of a sudden, Bianca Belair's music comes out. And now you got the Raw Women's Champ and the SmackDown Women's Champ right there. And then they started baffling back and forth to each other. And then Sonya Deville's music kicks, and she comes walking out to the ring. She's like, "Oh, wait a minute! I have a match against Charlotte because they're having a rivalry on SmackDown right now." And so they're like, "All right, we can have a match, Sonya." And then she takes on Bianca Belair, and Sonya loses to Bianca, of course. So that's what happened there. And then so we go back to the poker game with JBL and Baron Corbin, along with a whole bunch of other superstars and legends hanging out back there. And Baron Corbin ends up winning a whole bunch of cash. And then all of a sudden, Bray Wyatt's dad, Mike Rotunda, walks out because he's a part of the IRS and the Attitude Era. He's like, "You got a lot of money there. It's time to pay your taxes." And so then they put all the $100 bills in Mike's briefcase so they could pay their taxes, and he gives them back a $100 bill. Like, here you go buy yourself something nice. And then after that, The Miz comes out and he cuts a promo, gets attacked, and then the main event was Austin Theory versus Bobby Lashley for the U.S. title in a no disqualification match. And that match was just so freaking good. And then at the end of the match, Brock Lesnar's music kicks on and he walks out, and then he F5s Bobby Lashley, and then he F5s Austin Theory on top of Bobby, so Austin Theory could pin Bobby to retain the United States Championship. And that goes back to, I guess I forgot to mention, there was a backstage interview with Bobby Lashley. He was talking about he didn't need anybody's help, he could do this all on his own. And MVP came out and he told him the same thing. And so I guess Bobby Lashley didn't need help from the Hurt Business because we keep on building up the Hurt business every single week, and I'm just so pumped up for it. I'm excited when it finally happens. And so that was pretty much, and then also the beginning of the show, we kicked off with Hulk Hogan, and his mic kept on cutting out every 5 minutes, or every 5 seconds, so they had to have a production team guy come out and give him a new microphone so he can use it. And so that was my, guys, that's my review of, review of Monday Night Raw. And I cannot wait to see you guys for Royal Rumble. I'm sorry for not posting that Bray Wyatt video. I will try to get back into editing it again. But thank you guys. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.